Crowd mic number 5. What is your name, please? Number 5?
Yeah, my name is Dave. I'm from Seattle, Washington. My question is for Sue Ellen. We used to watch all these exotic automobiles enter and leave South Fork. Why were you in that clunky Ford station?
You know, he never wanted me to be out in some hot car. It's his fault, JR's fault. It's his fault for everything. I have no idea. I thought the very same thing when I was driving up and down that driveway. I thought, what the hell am I doing in this car?
It was because she was such a drunk. He didn't want to give her a good car.
But only for 2 seasons.
Now, Linda, I want to ask you quickly. When you talk about the driveway, you and Barbara Belgetti, filming here in the summertime, tell the story about the heels sinking into the pavement.
You just told it. It's a lot. Okay. Barbara Belgetti is standing in this very driveway, filming a scene during the summer when it was about, 100 and something, 3,000 degrees. And the director, shut up. The director said, action, and we just stood there. And the director, who was also our producer, Leonard Katzman, he said, action, thinking maybe we didn't hear. And so Barbara Belgetti and I couldn't move because our high heels had sunk into the hot asphalt in the driveway. So that's what happened. It's an absolutely true story.
All right, let's go to crowd mic number 6. What is your name, please?
My name's Nicole Hutchison from Dallas, Texas. My question is actually for Patrick Duffy. I grew up here on Orchid Lane. I used to watch you jogging in the mornings. About how much was filmed actually here in Dallas, watching you guys downtown, all the different scenes around the pool, in the house. How much was here and how much was on a soundstage in California?
Well, it was very interesting, a problem that they had, because they had to release us in time to come down here and film when everything was available. So the basic premise was we would shoot half of 6 episodes in Los Angeles. Then we would all move down to Texas, and we would shoot the second half of the first 6 episodes here, and the first half of the second 6 episodes here, and then go back to Los Angeles and shoot the second half of the second 6 episodes. This is not easy after a few glasses of wine to explain to you.
I don't even care.
Yeah, and anyway, that was how we filmed it. I'm more curious about what the hell was I doing jogging. I have never been into physical exercise in my life.
Because I remember you in those yellow short shorts.
On Orchid Lane in Los Angeles. Well, but that was a very difficult, the only people that it was truly difficult for were the people that were in charge of continuity for the show. They had to absolutely match what you had in what hand, what you were wearing, how many buttons were undone, what your hair looked like. Every single piece of minutia had to be jotted down on a piece of paper, and you had to match it. We didn't care, but this poor little girl who had the notebook was crazy. Okay? But it was a great time to come down here. It was a little too hot to work, but we had not this big a crowd, but whenever we would film here at the ranch, they had ropes set up out here, and the people who owned the ranch would let people come in and watch us film. And they would stand behind the ropes, and then our makeup people would sell them our powder puffs when we were done. It was great. And hair clippings, anything they could.
All right, was that 6 or 7 that we just did? Let's go to crowd mic number 7. What is your name, please? Oh, well, tell me, you use this one then.
Hi, my name is Gladys Emerson. I'm from Wichita, Kansas. And my question is for Patrick Duffy. I think a lot of the ladies want to know what all you did to prepare for that famous shower scene. And were you jealous?
Well, when I did Bad from Atlanta, she didn't have to prepare at all because I was like 12 years old. But when you start to take your shirt off when you're 40, it becomes a whole different thing. We did that scene as a commercial for Irish Spring soap. Because literally nobody in the cast, including Victoria, who only found out it was me in the shower when she watched the episode on the air that night. we went to a different studio. We did not use the Dallas crew or the camera people or anything. I filmed an entire day of an Irish Spring soap commercial where all I had to do for all day long was stand in the shower and freeze my feet off, turn around and go, "Good morning." Leonard knew that's what was going to be used, and then I would raise up this sudsy bar of soap and say, "And you can have a good morning too if you wake up like a Duffy family with Irish Spring soap." And we got it like in the first take, and then for the next 4 hours we did the thing over and over and over again because we didn't want anybody to know what the secret was going to be. And they cut that little piece in. The poor actor, what was his name, who was in the shower? John Beck. John Beck was on for the whole year I was off, and he was in the shower, and Victoria went into that scene, opened the shower door, and they had a conversation about what their married life was going to be like. And then what Leonard didn't tell Victoria was that when she opens the shower door, you notice you never saw Victoria and I in the same shot. So they actually just clipped me in there saying good morning, and that's the end of the season and a man's career. So.
Now, Linda, were you the first one among the cast members to find out who shot JR?
I guess I was.
Is that true? Will you tell that story?
Well, yes, it's true because it was done in voiceover. You all remember, all you fans must remember. They took me to a sound booth on the stage, and I said, "Kristen, it was you who shot JR." But it was in voiceover, so it was never on camera. So you guys, you big fans out there, you should know that. Yeah. So that was the fun part, was they took me to a sound stage, and they said, all right, you got it. Then the weird part was, I knew the secret. And we had because of the strike, we had the longest summer of our lives. I knew the whole time. Yeah. You didn't know that? Oh, I love it. Many knows. Keep good secrets. So then right before it aired, who shot JR episode, I was in New York and I was doing, who was that wonderful morning, David, I can't remember his last name. And David Hartman, thank you. I was doing David Hartman's show, and so David Hartman said about, do I know who shot JR? And I said, yes. And he said, well, do your children know? And I said, well, actually, one of them guessed, which was true. And then after the show, I thought, oh my God, what have I done? So I called home quickly and I said, if anybody calls, no matter who they are, no matter who they say they are, do not say who you guessed shot JR. So that was really tricky, and I thought, whoa, that was too close, but I kept the secret going.
Now, Larry, how long was it before the taping, how long before did you know who had shot you?
Well, I didn't know who did it until I saw the show. And we had a special screening, remember? We had a special screening that Jason did. I didn't want to know because I'm trying to sell that kind of stuff. And I had plenty of offers, let me tell you.
Because you were holding out for more money at that time.
How'd you guess? Yes, I was renegotiating my contract. I wanted him to think I was a relatively sane person.